InteropNet is one of the key components of the Interop event. It has about 28 years of history. It originally started as essentially a plug fest for vendor interoperability. Over the years, it's developed into a platform that exhibitors and attendees will access and interact with as part of their user experience at the Interop event. We're here in our hot stage warehouse in Brisbane, California, where we actually pre-build all the InteropNet prior to taking it to the event. It gives us a chance. We have very short time frames for install on site. So we pre-stage all the equipment, every bit of gear, every bit of cabling, every piece of test equipment comes here to the InteropNet hot stage facility. We assemble it, configure it, test it, break it in some cases, then fix it again. We spend a lot of time looking at the theoretical designs on pieces of paper, but it's not until you actually physically get to touch the equipment or see the equipment and look at how it interacts that you can let's say refine what we're trying to do. The InteropNet team is a mix of people. We have myself and some project managers from UBM Tech. We have sponsor vendors who are providing the equipment and the time to be part of the project. And they sort of, what they get out of it is, the ability to say, hey, listen, yeah, our gear works in a fairly sort of high pressure environment. They also get to learn how their gear interacts with other vendors' equipment. We have another part of the team, which is a fairly important part of the team, which is our volunteer engineers. These guys come from private industry, education, large corporate environments, and look at the InteropNet as part of their ongoing training. They're able to come here, get access to equipment they may not get back at their real day jobs, but also get to interact with different systems that they may not see on a day-to-day basis. One of the challenges I face in my role here is actually bringing the team together and creating a cohesive unit. In a lot of cases we have competing vendors running side by side trying to make this thing happen. And we do this in what I like to call a benevolent dictatorship or benevolent democracy. Everybody has a say, everybody's opinion is taken into consideration. But somebody's got to make a decision along the line somewhere, and that person is myself. But everybody has input into what we do and how we do it. And we do that because these guys are the experts in what they do and what their equipment can do and what it can't do and how it interacts with other systems. So we take all that information on board, put it all together, and you'll find there's a lot of ad hoc discussions go on. This whole industry is very, let's say, people oriented, and we try and leverage that fact to create what we think is a very good network. And it's something that's going to work when we get on site.